When was the last time a major company launched a new horror game? Capcom, for instance, has recently focused on remastering classics and released Resident Evil 7 in recent years, but there was another game that, despite its mystery, captured global attention. In recent times, few titles have made such an impact as this one, despite it only being a teaser. When it was revealed that PT was part of an effort to revive Silent Hill, fans across the globe were thrilled. Yet, as we now know, this would not be a tale of triumph, but of crushing disappointment. Somehow, Konami crafted one of the most unforgettable horror experiences of the past decade, only to dismantle it before the final vision could unfold. Now, PT has become something of a legend, a truly terrifying game, and simultaneously one of the industry's greatest letdowns. The Silent Hill series is legendary, though it faded away many years ago. The first few games, 3 or 4 depending on who you ask, are often regarded as some of the greatest achievements in horror culture. Silent Hill 2, in particular, is widely seen as one of the best games ever made. However, after Team Silent, the original developers, disbanded, the series fell into a long decline, losing the unique atmosphere that once defined it. Still, Konami understood Silent Hill was too significant a name to simply let go, so they made a bold decision. Rather than relying on lesser-known studios to continue the series, this time they looked to one of their top figures, Hideo Kojima. With the success of Metal Gear Solid, Kojima had become an industry icon and one of Konami's key talents, so entrusting him with a franchise as big as Silent Hill seemed like a logical move. Kojima had the experience, commitment, and resources to bring the series back to life, but he and his team faced 2 major challenges. First, they were already deeply involved with Metal Gear Solid 5, and managing 2 huge projects at once wouldn't be easy. Secondly, Kojima saw himself as someone easily spooked, making him doubt whether he was right for a horror project. Ironically, this was what made him accept the job. He believed that only those who fear can truly create horror, a statement that resonates. Thus, the new Silent Hill project quietly began, though we wouldn't know about it for a while. Kojima continued working publicly on Metal Gear Solid 5, which seemed to be his only focus. Then, in August 2014, something unexpected occurred. During that year's Gamescom convention, PlayStation unveiled a mysterious title from an unknown studio, and even more surprising, it was released for free immediately. This announcement caught many by surprise, yet initially went somewhat unnoticed amid the numerous presentations that day. It wasn't until people started downloading it that the buzz truly began. Those lucky enough to try it immediately were treated to something remarkable, a mysterious, chilling experience unlike anything seen in years. Despite its technical simplicity, the game concealed an incredibly complex secret, sparking an internet-wide collaboration to unravel its mysteries. From cryptic codes to radio broadcasts, phone calls, whispered voices, and symbols of all kinds, the game captivated thousands. The psychological horror was equally powerful, from shadows lurking to a baby crying in a sink to figures appearing ominously close. This experience was exactly the type of horror fans had been longing for, and the best was yet to come. Soon after PT was released, its true nature emerged. This wasn't a standalone game, but an interactive demo or playable teaser. As the demo concluded, a trailer revealed itself for a new Silent Hill game, one being developed by Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, starring Norman Reedus. Naturally, this revelation thrilled fans around the globe. PT had already become a sensation on its own, but this connection to Silent Hill skyrocketed its popularity and interest to unprecedented levels. After nearly a decade, it seemed the series was poised for a triumphant return to its horror roots. Speculation exploded, with fans drawing connections to Silent Hill 4 and theorizing about the involvement of former Team Silent members, some of whom, in fact, had joined Kojima Productions after the team disbanded. Expectations were, understandably, through the roof. For a brief period, PT became the industry's hottest topic, and just a month after its release, an even more intense trailer was unveiled. This new footage was highly graphic, yet perfectly captured the terrifying experience fans were hoping for. Around the same time, it was announced that renowned horror artist Junji Ito would also join the team. Never before had a video game project brought together such an impressive lineup of talent. It seemed as though nothing could possibly go wrong. It looked like Silent Hill was on the brink of a phenomenal comeback. But, as we know, this wasn't the outcome. By early 2015, rumors began circulating about a potential split between Hideo Kojima and Konami. The company had quietly removed his name from several titles, including Metal Gear Solid 5, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, and even Silent Hill. When pressed for comment, Konami denied the rumors and instead announced a complete restructuring of the company. Kojima, who had held a high-ranking position as vice president in Konami's digital entertainment division, seemed secure within the company hierarchy, but change was underway. In April 2015, Konami's longtime president of over 40 years, Kagemasa Kozuki, was succeeded by his son, Takuya Kozuki. With this leadership shift, Takuya aimed to overhaul the company, focusing heavily on mobile gaming as he believed it represented the future of the industry. His strategy quickly redirected Konami's focus toward mobile games, marking a dramatic shift from its traditional gaming legacy. In the long term, this decision would benefit Konami financially, but it caused severe damage to its public image, particularly among gamers. By this time, Metal Gear Solid 5 had already faced multiple delays, reportedly due to Hideo Kojima's meticulous approach, which had pushed the project well beyond its initial scope, requiring ever-increasing funds. Investors were growing impatient, and while the previous leadership had a strong relationship with Kojima, the new management was unwilling to tolerate his methods. This shift marked the beginning of the end, with Kojima's name noticeably removed from several projects. The Los Angeles branch of Kojima Productions was rebranded as Konami Los Angeles, signaling a clear separation. Although Konami initially denied any split, it soon became undeniable. Kojima was removed from his position and was set to officially leave the company when his contract expired in December of that year. Reports surfaced that Konami had stripped him of all decision-making authority, and disturbing rumors emerged about mistreatment within the company, such as restrictions on employee phone calls, emails, and even movement within the office. Naturally, this left fans concerned for the future of both Metal Gear and Silent Hill. Konami did confirm that Kojima would still complete Metal Gear Solid 5 before his departure, but unfortunately, Silent Hill would not share the same fate. On April 25, 2015, Guillermo del Toro confirmed in an interview that the project was no longer moving forward, with Norman Reedus echoing his words. With no options left, Konami issued an official statement the following day, affirming that Silent Hills was indeed cancelled on April 27, 2015. Fans worldwide were devastated, and the public response was immediate and explosive. Konami likely hadn't anticipated the uproar that this announcement would create, and to make matters worse, it was revealed that PT would also be removed from the store. Not only would it be unavailable to new users, but anyone who had already downloaded it would lose access to it if they deleted it from their hard drive, effectively making it irreplaceable. For anyone still hoping that the project might be revived, this news was the final blow. Ironically though, rather than making PT fade away, Konami's actions only intensified interest in it. In an attempt to erase its own creation, Konami had inadvertently turned PT into a legend. What had already been a mysterious experience became even more elusive, drawing comparisons to the mythical game Polybius and earning PT status as perhaps the first highly collectible digital title. Entire consoles with PT installed began selling at high prices, and collectors eagerly sought them out. From its unique concept as an interactive demo to the internet-wide effort required to uncover its secrets, everything about PT had now cemented its place as a captivating event and a cultural phenomenon in gaming history. The way PT was erased from existence, and the ripple effects that followed, has cemented it as a historic milestone in the gaming industry, one I believe won't be forgotten for generations. This will likely go down as one of the most fascinating urban legends of its time, if not all time. PT still harbors secrets, and I'm certain it will continue to inspire conversation for years to come. Many fans have tried to recapture the horror of this experience on platforms like Minecraft, Dreams, Hungry Landing, and more, and countless developers have learned from its unique atmosphere, incorporating similar elements into their own projects. Games like Sax Level 7 embody the spirit of PT, demonstrating how deeply it influenced horror in gaming. The most astonishing fact remains that PT was only a demo. Considering this, its legacy is even more impressive and bittersweet, knowing the final product will never be seen. That is perhaps the greatest tragedy here. Silent Hills glimpsed the light of day, only to crumble before our eyes. Since then, rumors have circulated that the project might be revived, from hopeful talks of a Konami-Kojima reconciliation to speculation that Sony or Microsoft might acquire the rights. But let's be realistic, these are mere dreams of fans. The project is definitively and irreversibly dead. If Silent Hill returns, it won't be in this form. In fact, some rumors even suggest the franchise might get a full reboot, starting entirely fresh. Frankly, this prospect worries me more than it excites, especially given the series' recent decline in quality. Sadly, this concern applies to almost any Konami property these days. Konami has seen success in other areas, from casino machines to licensing its characters for other games, and it's clear that the company's commitment to traditional gaming has waned. Let's remember, this is the same company that prevented Hideo Kojima from attending the Game Awards to accept multiple honors, the same company that transformed Metal Gear into something unrecognizable, and the same company that no longer prioritizes console releases. Konami made its choice long ago, and unfortunately, it's their franchises that have suffered most. While I don't have high expectations, I still hope that someday Silent Hill will receive the revival it truly deserves.